Hey, it's Bram Duffy for Public Speaking Class, here to talk about the assignment for week 5. So the student assignment, as always, is due Thursday night by midnight, before Thursday turns into Friday. And then after that, you have the weekend, which is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, to do the 2 responses of the discussion post reply. I want to talk through this assignment because it's just an interesting assignment for a speech kind of assignment. So I'm asking you to create a 4 to 5 minute video where you talk about any general topic that interests you. The goal here is less about the content or the structure of the speech and more about how you deliver it. Now, I know that we've spent a lot of time talking about how to put the speech together, as far as, gosh, like what parts do I do when, and how do I do the transitions, and how do I make this statement at this time so that it's most effective. Just for this assignment, please know that all of that can come out of your mind. Here's why. The reason why is because we're focusing on your speech delivery technique today. We're not focused on so much the words. So for this assignment, you are totally cool to practice your demonstration speech that you should be working on right now. The demonstration speech is due coming up in a future week, so that's one option for you. The other option for you is to talk through something that's going on in your life right now that you think is interesting. And the goal isn't about what you're saying, it's about how you're saying it. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to talk to us in the general audience in a way so that you can be on camera. At the same time, you're being mindful of what you're putting out to the audience. And so I want you to practice looking around the room in clusters while you do this performance. Remember we talked about that in our video leading up to this? So to do this, it means that the lens of the camera might be only one of 3 or 4 points that you look at during the talk. So it might be a time where you talk about most anything, okay? So let me practice for you so that you can see what I want you to do and you can get an idea. The other part of this is that there's some length of time. So I'm looking at this video, and so far right now in this video, we've only been into this video less than 3 minutes. And I want you to do 4 to 5 minutes of talking. Notice that's not a short period of time. So plan, what topics you might want to bring up, So you might even list bullet points of ideas of what you might talk about next, all right? So remember, we're going to practice how we talk, and we're going to do it in a way so that we're going to talk to clusters, okay? And then, of course, upload this video so that you only send a link so that folks can watch it easily by clicking on the link. And the way you can do that is by uploading it through Dropbox or uploading it through YouTube. Those work well. All right, so let me practice. I'm going to start out by telling you a story. And to tell the story, you may notice that, gosh, I am moving around the room to be able to address different people at different times. And I start out by looking at one group of the audience, and then I move my head to another cluster so that I can impress my point, or I can finish including everybody in the room. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm trying to either complete a sentence or complete a thought and look around the room so that I'm able to imagine that I'm looking at a whole crowd of people, not just one camera that's here with me today. So in doing that, it allows me to simulate what's out there. So more to talk about. You might do something like this. And to share how to put this together as far as communicating and practice using words on camera and looking around the room at the same time, I'll tell you about my dogs. Guys, I have 2 dogs. One is a giant schnauzer and the other one is a Jack Russell Terrier. And my giant schnauzer is so big and so ferocious that he's starting to eat the back fence in my yard. So the thing about that is that I'm at a point where now I'm paying about $1,500 to get a huge section of my fence replaced. And it's going to take 2 weeks to do it, just because the folks are backlogged. And it's kind of a big deal. So you guys know I love this dog a lot to let him eat my fence. But the truth is also that the fence is falling apart. So it's good to get it done. The first third I built myself. Me and my neighbor did it together. The second third I'm having replaced now. And then the last third, I guess I'm going to handle that at another time. But this big dog I'm talking about right now is in the laundry room, locked up, because it is the time of day where folks walk by and he likes to say hi, and that means he's going to be barking. So I am able to get through without any barking because he gets put up when I'm on camera with you guys. And the other thing that you may have heard of me when I'm on camera is when I have the hamster. The hamster's in the room with me right now, actually. And there are some videos where it's funny because I'll make a video and there's no squeaking from the hamster running on the wheel or anything until I hit play, record on the device, and then I'm recording, and then all of a sudden the hamster wants to run on the wheel and make squeak noises. So this is how we practice looking around the room so that we can be inclusive. All right. So this is the kind of thing that I want you to do so that you can feel comfortable talking to a camera. And yes, you want times where you're looking at the camera, but also we have to know that that camera is just one of a few points in the room that need to be addressed. So when you're doing speech for this class, we don't just only look at the camera, we look around the room. And like I said, I like to divvy the room up into quadrants and just go to a natural state of this quadrant, then this one, then down here, then over here, then up there. This is just whatever comes natural. But it's best to do this in a way so that you can practice with speaking in a way that prevents yourself from doing too many of the ahs and the ums, right? And also give yourself a few times in this to pause and let that 2-3 second pause have some meaning to it. Just like that. All right, good luck on this assignment. I will wish you the best.